You guys got if you're done, draw something on your screen so I can identify you. Hey, so you put Abu, whatever the heck is that, Abu. So you going to have to double check your answers. So what number plus 2 is 5? I'm pretty sure it's not 7, all right? What number plus 2 equals to 5? Check your answers. I'm pretty sure it's not 7. Who said that?
5 plus 2 is 7.
Yeah, but you're looking at some number plus 2 is 5. So what is that some number? All right, hey, wait, Renee. All right, look. So you have some amount of money in your wallet. You put $2 more and you got 5. How much do you guys? How much do you have before? So you have to have 2 at the beginning, right? And then, no, I mean you have 3 at the beginning, and then you put 2 more, and then you got 5. So now I want to undo that. So that means you have to do a -2 on the left, -2 on the right. All right, so the +2 over there, if you want to get rid of it, you have to do a -2 on the left, -2 on the right.
Oh, okay. -2.
Right. So that means the +2 and -2, they will cancel out. You have just the x. On the right, you have 5 minus 2, which is 3. So that means in your wallet, you have $3. You put 2 more, and then you will get 5. All right, now check the right side. X plus 2 equals to negative. Oh, all right, let me see. All right, the pink smiley face, this is kind of messed. It's a mess, so I can't really tell what's going on. Ashley? Who is Ashley? There you go. All right, so the pink smiley face, your work is kind of a mess. It's hard to see what is going on. All right, so you plus 7 on the left and then plus 7 on the right. You get 20 on the right. And then 20 divided by 4. Okay. All right. There you go. That's it. All right, this ugly, weird face. Hey, listen. Yeah, change that, please. All right, the yellow smiley face. you kind of have the same problem. So x plus 2 equals to 5. Now you have to do a minus 2 on the left, minus 2 on the right. So what is 5 minus 2? I'm pretty sure it's not 7.
Also, is equals to minus one. Oh, we try to trick them. Whoa. It's supposed to be minus. Okay. That's right. Okay. Might be.
All right, let me go over this. All right, so go back to the Microsoft Teams meeting. Let me show you guys how to do this. Go back to the Microsoft Teams meeting. All right, the first number that you want to fix is the minus 7 right here. All right, you have to take care of the minus 7. So you have to, the opposite, plus 7 on the left, plus 7 on the right. Minus 7 and plus 7 cancel out. All right, the next part, you have to take care of the 4 right here. So the 4, this is 4 times absolute value of x plus 2. You have to undo the times 4. So the opposite of times 4 is divided by 4. So make sure you do on both sides. And then times 4 and divided by 4 cancel out. You will have just the absolute value of x plus 2. And then 20 divided by 4 is 5. Right now you have just the absolute value and whatever's inside. This is the only thing that's left. All right, there's no number in the front that's being multiplied. There's no number in the back that has to be added. Once you have only just the absolute value symbol and whatever is inside, once this is the only thing left, you can set it up the left side right here, x plus 2 equals to positive 5. And then you have x plus 2 equals negative 5. So you have to set it up like this. Make sure you have one positive answer, one negative answer. Okay, and then after that, solve them both individually. All right, so right here, x plus 2 equals to 5. You have to do a minus 2 on the left, minus 2 on the right. And then plus 2 and minus 2 cancel out. You have just the x. On the right, 5 minus 2 is 3. That's one of your answer. All right, on the right, do pretty much the same thing, all right? You have to do a minus 2, minus 2. And then plus 2 and minus 2 cancel out. So you have x equals negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. All right, so make sure you are giving me 2 answers. If you're only giving me 1, then I'm going to count it as wrong. I'm not even going to give you half credit. Make sure you give me 2 answers. All right, so these are the stuff that we did last class, and you guys should have done your homework on this. And if you are getting comfortable with this, then today should be pretty easy for you, all right? So today we are pretty much doing something very similar. If you think you're good in this, today should be easy. But if you are stuck on this, then today may not be too easy. All right, so we are still talking about absolute value function, but this time around, we are also putting in inequalities, all right? We are also going to put in inequalities. So that means instead of just absolute value, we are no longer going to see a equal sign. And instead of equal sign, we are going to have inequality signs, like for example, less than. And we're going to find out what x is, all right? And just like before, because of the absolute value, you are looking for two answers. All right, so let's move on to this right here. All right, you don't have to write that, but I want you to listen, all right? Just listen. So how many correct answers are there for x? As soon as you see the absolute value symbol, you have to expect there are two answers, always, all right? When you see a absolute value symbol, 99% of the time you will have two answers. How do you do it with a fraction? All right. Hey, Chevelle, we will go over the fraction stuff in just a little bit. All right. So the fraction stuff, we are going to go over it in just a minute. All right. So don't worry. You will see problems with fraction. I'll show you how to do it. All right. So let's look at this example. Absolute value of x greater than 4. All right, so when we see there's nothing in the front that is being multiplied or divide or anything, and nothing in the back, if there's absolutely nothing but just the absolute value symbol, we can go ahead and write the two answers. One of them is x greater than 4. So you remove the absolute value symbol and then just write the whole thing. All right, this is the easy one. All you have to do is remove the absolute value, rewrite the whole thing. You don't have to change anything. And this is one of the answer. All right, the one on the right here, this one is a little tricky. Remember last time we have to make this number into a negative. We're still going to do the same thing. We'll make the number negative. We have one extra step. We have to flip the sign. So that means we have to do two things this time. You have to flip the sign, make this number a negative. All right, so now I want you guys to memorize it. All right, keep it in your mind. Flip the sign and then make the number negative. So whenever you are trying to get the negative version of the answer, you have to flip the sign and then make the number negative. All right, everything else is exactly the same as before. What if it's already a negative? If it's already a negative, make it positive. Thank you, Natalie. That's a good question. All right, so let's look at it a little bit. Another problem that is a little bit more challenging. That one was way too easy. Okay, absolute value of x plus 4 and then less than 9. All right, so we just take a glimpse at it. There's no number that is being multiplied, no divide, no nothing else. All right, there is nothing else but just the absolute value of x plus 4. That means we can go ahead and set up the two answers. One of them is x plus 4 less than 9. So you pretty much rewrite the whole thing. All right, you don't have to change anything. And then this one is a tricky one. X plus 4. Flip the sign, make the number negative. So you will have x plus 4 less than positive 9. And then the other one is x plus 4 greater than -9. All right, now go ahead and solve for x. So that means -4 on the left, -4 on the right. Plus 4 and -4, they will cancel out. So you have x less than 5. All right, and then for the other one, do the exact same thing. -4 on the left, -4 on the right. Plus 4 and -4, they will cancel out. And then -9 minus 4, it will get you -13. All right, now that we get the two answers, let's go ahead and try to graph it. So on this line right here, so let's just say your 0 is in the middle, right? Let's just say the 0 is right here. So let's find +5 and -13. So I'm just going to estimate the position. So if +5 is somewhere right here, -13 will be somewhere right here. And then I need the number to be less than +5. So that means it goes this way right here to the left. And then it has to be greater than -13. So I will shade everything that is in between, all right? And then open circle. So you shade everything in between and then open circle. All right, so make sure you write this example down or take a picture of your cell phone or something, all right? You need to look back at this later on. All right, go ahead and try this problem out. This should be pretty easy. Let's try to see if you can finish in 1 minute. All right, guys, I'm already seeing some of you forget to flip the sign, all right? Some of you guys forgot about flipping the sign on the right. When you are looking at the negative version of the answer, make sure you flip the sign as well, all right? So flip the sign, make the number negative. And also don't mess with the +5 now right now, or it's too soon. Okay. Greater than -12. All right, and then the rest of you guys, at least give it a try. Come on, guys, give it a try. Francisca, Ashley, David, Donatia, Marianne, Andrew, Jasmine, Dalia, Crystal. If you think you're done, just draw something on your screen, all right? Draw something on your screen. All right, so I think you draw an apple, you're good. You are good. All right, and then the pink smiley face, you're good. All right, most of you guys who did it, you know, almost all of you got it. Okay, so this is pretty simple. I'm not going to put too much time on it. All right, so all right, let me quickly go over this. So go back to the Microsoft Teams meeting. Positive 12 on the left. And then the other one is greater than negative 12. And then plus 5 on the left, plus 5 on the right. You have 17. Do the same thing for the other one. You'll have negative 7. All right, so just quickly sketch it on the number line. So let's just say 17 is right here. Negative 7 is right here. I need it to be less than 17. Greater than negative 7. All right, so most of you guys did it correct, and you guys also did it really fast. So that's pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's increase the difficulty. All right, we're doing pretty much the same thing. All right, how about someone give me some help? What should I do for my first step right here? Type it in the chat box. Tell me what should I do for my first step. Anyone want to give it a try? All right, see you later, Janisha. So you have a negative 2, you have a 3, you have an 8. All right, so that means you have to, yes, negative 8 to both sides. That's correct. So you have to clear these numbers outside of the absolute value symbol before you can set up the two answers. So whatever numbers that is still outside of the absolute value symbol, take care of them first. So you will first take care of the positive 8. That means you have to do the opposite. You have to do a minus 8 on the left, minus 8 on the right. And then the next step is you have to take care of the minus 2. So times negative 2, you're going to do the opposite. So you have to divide it by negative 2. And then times negative 2 and divided by negative 2, they will cancel out. All right, so at this point, I need you guys to pay attention right here. Whenever you are multiplying or dividing by negative number, you have to flip the sign. So it's no longer going to be less than, all right? It will become a greater than. So this operation right here, the divided by 2, divided by negative 2. So the divided by negative number, that means you will flip the sign. And then at this point, you'll have 3 plus x greater than positive 2. and then 3 plus x less than -2. So flip the sign, make the number negative, all right? Flip the sign and then make the number negative. Okay, and then go ahead and graph it right here. Yes, Kirsten? All right, let's try this problem out. So -4 times absolute value of 5 plus x, and then plus 10 less than -2. All right, guys, go to PewDeck. This problem a try. I think today we will get done early. I think. All right, come on, guys, let's work on this. Hey, Kendrell, make sure you divide it by -4, right? You can't just divide by +4. Divide by -4. Hey, Trenton, what is 12 divided by 4? Mhm. Hey, Surveil, I typed some feedback. Can you check the feedback that I gave you? And then what do we do with the x? Think about what should you do with the 5. That's what you should think about. All right, let me check your answers, Natalie. Hey, Natalie, look at the feedback that I gave you. All right, so negative 12 divided by negative 4, what's the answer? You sure? So let's just say, there's a bag of chips or whatever that costs $12. You have to divide it by 4 people, and now everyone pays $16. That's a little bit too much, don't you think? So sometimes when you are like looking at a math problem, all right, Jasmine, negative two minus 10 is not going to be -2. All right, try this again. What's your name? Hey, Chevelle, listen to. Did, did you hear what I say? Look at the feedback that I gave you, Chevelle.
Just ask me if I understand. What's wrong with it?
Hey, Natalie, -12 divided by -4. Did you put a -3? So what's negative and negative? They will get you a positive, right? Positive. Wow, someone drew a snowman. Nice. All right, let me go over this. I'm gonna go over this. All right, so it seems like this is quite challenging for some of you guys. All right, so watch how I'm gonna do this. Hey boys, stay focused. So your first step is -10 on the left and on the right. All right, so -10 on the left, -10 on the right. And then -4 times absolute value of 5 plus x less than -12. All right, it seems like most of you're starting to have problem after this steps, all right? So the next step is you want to get rid of the times -4. This guy, we don't want it, all right? So we have to do the opposite of times -4, which is divided by -4. So you only have to divide by -4. Forget about the absolute value. Okay, we have to keep it here. So keep it here. We only divide by -4 on the left and on the right. And then times -4 divided by -4, they will cancel out. The only thing that you have left is absolute value of 5 plus x. And then when you are dividing by negative number, flip the sign. And then -12 divided by -4, you will solve the number first, all right? 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then the negative and the negative will get you a positive, all right? So it is a positive because negative and negative gets you a positive. So one of them is greater than 3. The other one is less than -3. All right, now the last step is -5, -5. All right, so on this number line, so let's just say 0 is right here. That means -2 is right here. -8 is right here. Less than -8. Greater than -2. Or take a minute, copy this problem down on your notebook. All right, we're almost done. This is the last part, all right? So let's finish this. All right, so now we have fractions. You're stuck on the x part. All right, so right now we have fractions. So some of you guys has been wondering, all right, so when we say see fractions, we're screwed, right? Everyone hates fraction. But fraction is the best, guys. So this is pretty simple. So just watch very carefully. So the first step is definitely get rid of the minus 12. So that means you have to plus 12 on the left, plus 12 on the right. So you got 38 times absolute value of -4 plus x greater than positive 6. All right, now we're going to have to deal with the fraction. So the fraction right here, the 3/8, this is what I'm going to do. All right, so just watch very carefully. I'm going to put this absolute value thing, this whole thing, I'm going to take it and then put it on the top. So I'm going to put this whole thing and then put it at the top right next to the 3. So that means you're going to have 3 times absolute value of -4 plus x. And then the whole thing divided by 8. So if you guys remember a while ago when we are doing inverse function, we will see something like this, right? We'll see like x divided by 4 or something like that. I always tell you guys to put a 1 in front and then drag the x out, put it on the side. So that means you're going to have 1/4 and then the x on the side. What if you do it backwards? Now you do it backwards. So I'm going to take the x, put it back up here and next to the 1. It backwards, so you have whatever out here, you're going to put it back up there as the top right here. The numerator is going to be 1x. So we are doing pretty much the same thing, all right? So we're doing it backwards. So I want you guys to keep this in your mind. Whatever that is outside, you can put it up here, and vice versa. You can also put whatever that is up there, you can drag it out and then put it on the side. All right, now let's go ahead and solve this. So we have a couple of numbers that we have to take care of before we can set it up the 2 answers. We got to take care of the 3. We got to take care of 8. So we have to get rid of the 8 first, all right? This is what we have to get rid of it first. Whatever that is further away from x, we have to get rid of it sooner. So we will take care of the divide by 8. So the divide by 8 right here, we have to do the opposite. So that means we have to times 8 on the left and on the right. And then times 8 and divided by 8, they will cancel out. That means you'll have just the 3 times absolute value of -4 plus x. And then on the right, 8 times 6 is 48. And then now we're going to have to take care of the 3 right here. So we will do the opposite. So divided by 3 on the left, divided by 3 on the right. It will cancel out. So that means you have just the absolute value of -4 plus x. All right, you are dividing by positive number. So positive number, you do not have to flip the sign, all right? You don't flip the sign. And then 48 divided by 3, you will get 16. All right, now that we clear everything, so we don't have anything in the front that is being multiplied, we don't have anything in the back being add or minus or subtract. Now that we clear everything, we can go ahead and set this up. You have the positive version of the answer, so that means you have greater than 16. And then the other one is flip the sign, make the number negative. All right, now you can go ahead and solve for x. That means you can do a +4 and +4. Andrew? Here you go. So x is greater than 20. And then less than -12. All right, last problem. All right, so give this a try. Go to periodic, work on this problem. All right, this one is a little tricky at the very end, all right? So be very careful at the very, very last step.
It's easy.
All right, quite a lot of you guys did pretty good. All right, you guys just make some minor mistakes here and there. Usually, it's like forgot about a negative sign here, or like or accidentally multiply a wrong number there. It's simple mistakes, but overall, you guys got the concept. All right, so let me work this out. So everyone go back to the Microsoft Teams meeting. Go back to the Microsoft Teams meeting. All right, so for this problem, I have to take care of the 7 right here, -7, which means I have to do the opposite. -9 plus 7, -2. All right, at this point, you have to take care of the fraction. Fraction right here, -2/9. I want to get rid of the fraction, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the 3 minus x, absolute value of 3 minus x. I'll put it up here with the 2, which means you're going to have -2 times absolute value of 3 minus x, the whole thing divided by 9. All right, now we can work on the 9 right here. So you will times 9 on both sides. So times 9 on the left, times 9 on the right. And then times 9 divided by 9 will cancel out. So you have -2 times absolute value of 3 minus x less than -18. And then the next number you want to get rid of is the -2 right here. So you will divide it by -2 on the left, divided by -2 on the right. And when you divide it by negative number, the sign is going to flip, all right? The sign is going to flip. So times -2 and divided by -2, they will cancel out. And then on the right, numbers with numbers. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. And then negative and negative will get you a positive, all right? So that means you have greater than 9 right here, and then less than -9 right here. All right, so our goal is to find out what x is. So that means we have to get rid of the 3 right here. It's 3. So this is a positive 3. If we want to take out the positive 3, we have to do a -3, -3. Then positive 3 and -3, they will cancel out. You'll have just the negative x. And then right here you have a 6. And then negative x is not what we want, all right? We want positive x. So to turn a negative x into positive x, we're going to have to times -1 on both sides. Times -1 on the left, times -1 on the right. And then the negative and the negative, they'll cancel out, becomes a positive. 1 times x is x. So now we got our positive x. When you are multiplying by negative number, flip the sign. All right, and then the other one is pretty similar. -3, -3. And then times -1 on both sides. All right, so that's the last problem. All right, so we are done for today. You guys do have homework, so go to the hub right here. And then go to plans. Go to plans and then go to October 12th. So last time you guys did the absolute value function solving homework. Today you guys will do the absolute value inequality homework right here. So open it, download it on your laptop, and work on it. All right. You have a whole week to finish, but there's only like maybe 6 problems, something like that. So I want you guys to work on it over the weekend. If you have questions, just let me know. All right. You can always stay after school at 3:20. Come back here. I'll help you on this homework. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you for participating. I think a lot of you guys did really good. When I look at your work, I'm really glad that you guys put a lot of effort on this. So I will see you guys next week. You guys are dismissed.